Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Tevora Talks. I'm your host, Cash, joined as always by my co-host and partner in cybercrime, Matt Mosley. How you doing, Matt? Happy Friday. We made it.
Yes, we made it. Another week down. This
And
year's flying by fast.
it is. I walked into the grocery store the other day. They got Halloween stuff. I lost track of time. I'm like, wait, what? Where is it? Where are we? But I don't know.
Yeah, my store had Halloween and then on the next aisle, Christmas.
Are you serious?
I was blown away. I was like, we haven't even got through we haven't even got through September yet.
I don't like that because holidays have a certain time. When I walk in this, especially here in Cali, right? You go into the store and there's Christmas stuff and it's 90 degrees outside. I feel like psychologically that's not right. Something goes wrong in my brain when I see that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta live in a place that has seasons, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
They
like
are
summer.
saying though to start Christmas shopping now because of supply chain issues. So just heads up.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
And we are 100 days from Christmas, I think, or 99 days or something like that.
I can just kind of foreshadow there's some pending attack about to happen on some kind of
Black Friday.
manufacturer or Walmart or somebody's gonna get hit right before this season and be like ransomware 100 mil pay now or you can't sell anything.
Yep.
I don't think that'll happen to Amazon, but
one of the other guys though, I'm sure, like Newegg or what's another big one? I don't know.
B&H Photo.
There you go.
Yeah, I like B&H before they start adding tax again.
No, I don't. You got to live in a place that doesn't have tax also, man.
I'm doing it. We're making the move. Speaking of taxes and software, and do we even speak about software? Not really, but let's just go into it. So we're going to cover some of the news this week. We have some tight schedule today because hacks and attacks are pending in the background. So we're just going to jump into it, share some new light on a couple things. One thing that came to my attention this week is a big thing for Apple devices. So I don't know if you heard about this or not, but earlier in the week, Apple released one of their things that says, oh, yeah, by the way, there was this issue. Don't worry about that. Here's already an update, kind of like look at my left hand. Don't worry about the right hand kind of thing. But the issue is a big issue. I mean, the researchers saying there was more of an attacked exploit, targeted, right? So they would use this exploit to target certain individuals. So not really concerning for the mass amount of people, but nonetheless, the vulnerability is there. And essentially, it's a remote exploit, right? You don't really have to do much to engage with it, and it gives the attacker full access into the user's data on the iPhone or
is this the Pegasus Spyware thing?
Yep, that's the Pegasus one, and that's pretty crazy. Like you get a whole world access. I mean, how many people have an iPhone?
Exactly. So, and one thing that someone was talking about, I think it was on Reddit, but whoever you are, if you're listening, they were talking about there should be a greater punishment for hacking a cell phone or mobile phone because there's so much information on our mobile devices that if you gain access to that, you could ruin a person's not only their day, but their identity. Our bank accounts, our email, everything on our phones, right?
Everything.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like the only real protection. I mean, it's good protection. We were actually kind of talking about this right before, right? Is like on my phone, I have the iPhone 11 Pro. I refuse to go to the 12. I don't like the straight edges, or the 13. Let's not go there. But
I have an 8, man, because I refuse to let go of the button.
That's funny. I kind of appreciate not having the button. COVID, it worked against you for sure, but nonetheless, those are the only options to really secure your device. I mean, they're great options. The button is awesome, biometric, right? With the fingerprint scanning.
Yep.
The newer phones, supposedly scans your face. Great. And then there's the password in case you forget all that.
I like how you said supposedly, like you don't trust that.
Because what were you saying right now when you talked about, you're like, what if you 3D print someone's face as a mask? Or
so back in the day, Microsoft had that, and I think I could be wrong, so don't if I'm wrong, correct me, internet. But you could print out a picture of the person or use a photo of the person, and it would be okay. Then they updated it, right? So that it would see that you're 3D, right? Uh, you had dimension to your face.
Okay. Okay.
And I think it used the Connect technology, right? Do you remember Connect from Xbox? Where it
Yeah, a
had
little bit. Yeah, I remember it now. Now that you
infrared
said
dots that
Xbox.
would,
Yes.
flash
Yes.
on your body to make a 3D model of your body. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
I
sure
do
it did
remember.
that to like identify that you're actually a person and not a picture.
Hmm.
And also, again, correct me, internet, if I'm wrong on that. But so yeah, I was wondering if we 3D printed a mask, which I don't know how to do that, but I've seen it in Mission Impossible, so I know
Oh
it's
yeah.
real.
And that was Mission Impossible a long time ago, so it has
Right.
to be a
That's
thing
like
now.
old. So I mean, we're probably way past that, briefcase 3D printed mask technology. We've probably
Yeah.
got something way cooler now. Um, but if you put on a 3D mask, like would that work? I mean, I've seen some pretty cool masks on the internet. So
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, I
let's do it.
guess
That'll be our side project. That'll be our DEF CON talk.
I think we should try it. We should try it. I'll print your mask. You print mine. We'll see if we can get into each other's phones. That'd be interesting.
On a side topic, and we have to take this offline, but I have some ideas for DEF CON talks, but Homeland Security might not like it. So we have to run it by our lawyers first. Anyways,
whatever happens, as long as I don't end up on some kind of no-fly list or
right.
get flagged,
Yeah, we definitely don't want to
I'm
be on a
for it.
no-fly list.
But I guess long story short, Apple, if you have an Apple device, definitely patch it. The patch is there, the update is there. You just have to go do it. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. I guess maybe we'll dig into it a little bit more on mobile device security nowadays on another conversation. But
Yeah,
with that said, mobile devices definitely a lot of access to your entire life for sure in one little thin device.
exactly.
So if that
Exactly.
falls into the wrong hands, can definitely ruin your day, 100%. So
At
update,
least
update,
one day.
update. Yeah, at least one day. You're lucky if you catch it in time. But I don't know. You were saying something else. I know there was another couple topics that came up in your news feed that you wanted to go over.
Yeah. Big one was Kali Linux. There's a new release today or
Oh yeah, right,
recently.
right.
I don't know if it came out today. I think it came out today.
I think it came
Anyway,
out,
some
yeah,
new
I remember reading
tools.
that.
They revamped the entire VM. So supposed to be a lot more friendly on whatever virtual software you're using.
Cool.
They got, let's see, let's go through the list here. We got Caldera. We got EAP Hammer. So you could do twin attacks on WPA2 enterprise Wi-Fi networks. We got Host Hunter, which is a recon tool for discovering host names
Oh,
through
cool.
OSINT. We got Router Keygen, which is I guess it
Router.
generates default WPA and WEP Wi-Fi keys. That's awesome. I want to play with that.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Subject subdomain takeover. That would be interesting to check out. So yeah, some pretty cool tools. It looks good, so that's always a plus.
Oh, did they
And,
update the UI too? Does it look
yep,
all nice and fresh?
yep.
I kind
So
of want to play with it.
yeah, Cali's good.
Kali is good. I do like Kali.
I like it for offensive stuff, but you can also run the forensic stuff as well.
I like the fact that they spelled Kali with a K, kind of like I spell cash with a K. I don't know.
Do you
I'm a
not?
fan.
Is your
No,
name not normally spelled with a K?
well, no, what, like Cali, like California,
Oh,
Cali.
you mean cat? Okay, got it.
No, like Cali, and then cash is with the
Yeah.
C typically. I don't know.
Cash money.
That's right. Bling bling dollar bills, y'all. um,
And
yeah.
then
So
I
what
have
else?
no segue, but I'll just go ahead and go into the next one. Speaking of Kali Linux, Microsoft rolls out passwordless logins.
Dude, I have
Look at
been
that segue.
That's a segue, like award winning right there. I mean, it kind of would have made more sense with the iPhone login situation, so you don't have a
Definitely.
password. But what a cool topic, man! I remember looking at this. They've been experimenting doing this internally for a little bit now, from what I remember. But what's the update that you got with it?
Yeah, so moving forward, you can now log into your Microsoft account via Microsoft Authenticator, Windows Hello, which I didn't know what that was until I read the article. But Windows Hello is that feature I was just talking about, where it's the camera that does the biometrics and everything.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I'm sure fingerprints would probably be involved there since it's biometrics. or you can have a code sent to your phone or email. And so we do. Some of us know about the risks of having code sent to your phone, but at the same time, probably a lot better to go that route than have a password. So good step in the right direction. Good job, Microsoft. Let's see where
Yeah,
this goes, see where this experiment takes us. And hopefully this is the wave of the future. So
I wonder, you know who would be great to talk to this a little bit more about? Maybe we bring back Ben, because now coming to think about it, if they do away with passwords completely, what's going to happen to the back structure for all these like SSO solutions right now?
right. Yeah. So Ben Demick, our solutions director, was on earlier with talking about Okta. So that would be good. We
Yeah.
could find out what he wants to, or what he thinks of the whole process. So
I bet somebody at Okta read that news announcement this morning. They're like, oh man, now what do we do? We got to
right.
do
They're
it
like,
too, right?
my Friday was looking so good.
Yeah, somebody got a phone call like, did you see Microsoft finally announced it? Now we have to change everything.
There's like a streaming service called Philo, and it's a okay service. I mean, it's like YouTube TV or Sling, but the
Okay,
one
gotcha.
thing I love about it is when I sign into like my streaming devices, I don't have to use a password. I just put in my phone number, and that has the phone number that's on record, and then it texts me back my code, and then I put my code in.
That's cool.
So much easier than having
Yeah,
to
indeed.
find all the letters on the TV. Anyway,
For sure.
so this is kind of like that, and I'm all for that. So
You're
good job, Microsoft.
Speaking of this, I know we only got like a few minutes, but it just came to my head. You said Philo. I recently signed up for YouTube TV. This is completely side rant. You know what grinds my gears? I'll tell you what grinds my gears.
That you don't get YouTube Premium with it?
No, like on one room I have an LG TV, and in my bedroom I got like my Roku TV. I cannot
and you
find
can't
a
do
TV
YouTube TV.
service that works on both. So now
Right.
YouTube, it's like, come on, can you guys just all get along?
So yes, I have YouTube TV on Roku, and it's because I had it on there before they did that
Yes, you got
whole
grandfathered
feud.
in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've heard, and not confirmed, that you can enable
There's a
developer
workaround.
tools on Roku, and then you can put it on.
No,
I don't know.
YouTube's actually ahead of the game. Shout out to Google. They're like, you guys, you don't want to give us our app, no problem. So they did a workaround. All they did is they put their YouTube TV inside the YouTube app.
Oh, good
So
call.
yeah, I figured it out.
You
Yeah,
know what
I
else
read
they did for the workaround? They sent me a free Chromecast.
No way.
They're like, you can get rid of Roku. Here's a free Chromecast.
That's crazy. Google's like, their attorney's like, okay, worst case, they say no. And then you just launch plan B, So shout out to Google for just
and quick review for the new Google Chromecast. It's pretty badass.
Is it?
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. It stores all the apps on the Chromecast, just like Roku.
That's pretty
Which they didn't used to do, because I have the old Chromecast and you used to have to just stream it from your phone. So
I think I gotta buy one and play with it. They're pretty cheap. They're only like, what, $30?
$30, yeah. I think so.
Well, let's see. Hopefully there's no
good job, YouTube.
IoT
Not
stuff.
good job, Roku.
Come on, everybody, just get along. We're content demanders here, so just give it to us. Just let us watch TV. Like, come on, guys.
So anyway, on the topic of Microsoft doing something good, they also had something bad. I don't know if you heard about this, but it's the OMIGOD vulnerability.
No, what is that?
So this is affecting Azure. Well, it's not affecting anymore because they've patched it, but some researchers found that the open management infrastructure software that runs in Azure, you could manipulate the packets to remove the authentication information, and then it would fail open, if I'm reading this correctly. So again, internet, correct me if I'm wrong. But essentially what would happen is if you had logged in and you manipulated the packet and removed the auth information, it would automatically just allow you to go in as UID 0, GID 0. So user ID and group ID as 0, meaning your root.
That's
And
crazy.
right, that is a flaw. And it's funny because I said that's a flaw that you see, like you used to see in the 90s, right? You don't really see that in 2021. And as I'm reading the article, that's exactly what the person that wrote the article said. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
that's
on the
just
same wavelength. I like it.
because that's not a very difficult thing to like fix, right? It's just like if none default equals whatever, right?
Right. Back in the early days when I did web app pen testing, like you could do like a SQL injection on like a login form and you could like comment out in the SQL request, um, or the query,
Okay.
the password is just not existing. And then sometimes you'd get logged into an account like that.
Oh,
Like,
no
that
kidding.
stuff doesn't exist anymore. Like,
Yeah, there should be some kind of validation
so it's just
happening
kind of
nowadays.
funny that this weird flaw was found, something that we don't really, I guess we do test for it still, but you don't see it very often.
I wonder
So
if it's probably
kudos.
like maybe is it maybe a new thing that happened that they just overlooked, or is it just some old code lingering around that nobody just noticed?
I don't know. I honestly don't know
I
how long this
wonder.
code's been around, but
I hope I'll give them
good job,
benefit of the
whiz
doubt.
researchers.
Yeah, I don't know. I like giving people benefit of the doubt, but
Yeah.
usually I'm wrong.
And then I got one more, or do you want to do it?
No, go ahead. Drop it
Fortinet.
on us. What's up with them? Tell me about it.
So some hackers leaked passwords for 500,000 Fortinet VPN accounts.
Oh my god,
500,000.
dude! These service provider mix-ups are getting like worse and worse in a way,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I
Yeah.
hope.
So the
I hope.
Fortinet credentials were leaked on a hacking forum. Um, let's see, from a threat actor known as Orange, who's an administrator of the newly launched Ramp hacking forum and previous operator of the Babook ransomware operation.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Big
go.
K,
So
Gary Big
Babook's
K for the
back,
team.
sort of. The members are. I don't think they ever went away.
Yeah, because if you're an attacker, it's like once they close you up, you're not just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna move to Florida now and retire.
Yeah. We've
You
had
just
some
like,
entanglements with Babook.
oh yeah, we did.
They're pretty solid, pretty professional at their work. Like their decryptor didn't work and then they fixed it. Remember?
Yeah, they were professional.
They were. For being bad guys, they were really professional. I was surprised.
Somebody's taking the business side of it seriously. They have business ethics, I guess. Is that even? Do they have
They
business
do.
ethics? But it's like
they kind of
they're
have like
screwing
their
with you in
own
the
thing.
first place.
Remember we weren't, but they were some negotiators and they're like, oh, I got to clear it with my supervisor. It was pretty interesting. So we'll have that story for another time. But yeah,
we'll save some good
Babook
stuff.
came back sort of. And if you got Fortinet, you should know what to do, but yeah, rotate some passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, update your firmware, update whatever you got.
Yeah, 2FA somewhere, somehow. Make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
and that's it. That's all I got.
That's the news for the week. That was a good little bit amount of stuff that happened this week. A lot of important stuff. End of the day, what are our takeaways? Update your stuff. Change your passwords frequently.
Don't click on crap.
Don't click on grab. It's the same stuff, right? It's always the same.
Every day, like, all day long.
If you don't have 2FA, and hopefully Microsoft is gonna unleash some awesomeness onto the world, and maybe we'll never have to remember a password again. Could that be the future?
Wow, maybe
that'd be amazing. So let's see what the future holds. Till next time, that's it for me. Anything else for you, Mr. Mosley?
Yep. Shout out to Nick. Thanks for reaching out on LinkedIn. Glad you're listening, and we'll be getting something out to you soon. Anyone else, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, or you have a cool story that you want to share, reach out to us, and we'd love to have you as a guest on the show. And or if you know anybody that has a book out, or some cool product, or some cool story, or they're doing time for cybercrime, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And
they can phone us collect. We'll take the call.
That's so funny. 900. We'll put a 900 number for people to call us to be a guest. Like, you got to pay to be on the show. But
yeah, that's it for me.
Well, awesome, Nick. Thanks so much for listening. We're definitely going to hook you up with some free stuff. It's coming your way. anybody else, if you are other two listeners that are still listening on the line, find us, hit us up somehow. Me and Matt will also share the love, get you some cool stuff. And as always, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And with that said, have a great weekend, everyone. Till next time.